Hey everybody, Sweet and Salty Sisters here with you, and we wanted to talk to you about out of control kids.
I know a lot of them.
Yeah, we both do. I used to be a school secretary, and she now is a school secretary, and I also am a substitute teacher in a public school district, so we know a lot about kids who are out of control.
A lot.
A lot. Yeah, working in a public school, you have a lot of interaction with kids. Let's talk about that for a little bit. What is the craziest out of control kid that has happened, situation that's happened for you?
Last year we had a fourth grader put his head through a bus window.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He was mad.
He was mad. So he hurt himself.
He wasn't even that hurt.
He didn't even get hurt.
Nope. But his mom had to pay for the bus window and he got suspended. Not expelled,
Well, there
suspended.
you go. Yeah, you know what? They don't expel kids hardly ever anymore. It's a thing. They lose money when kids are not in school, so they want kids in school. And also, I think they want kids to learn too. They want kids in school to learn. But honestly, I think that the out of control kids today are making it really, really hard for the other kids to learn.
Yeah, they are.
Back in my day, you did not do that. I don't ever. What's the craziest out of control thing that you remember when we were kids? Like when you were a kid.
Passing notes, talking in class.
Yeah.
And then the teacher would tell you to be quiet, and so you would, and then you try to whisper, and if you got caught, but that was the worst thing. Nowadays you got kids cussing out adults and teachers and secretaries and running out of classrooms and running out of buildings and throwing things like chairs and hitting people, secretaries, teachers.
Yeah, she got hit.
I got throat punched.
Throat punched. See, here's the thing about that.
By a kindergartner. No. I got throat punched by a kindergartner.
No, and let me tell you what. I had always said that never happened to me. I had always said that if I got hit by a student, purposely hit. Now there are times when you get hit from a child who's out of control and they're not trying to hit you, they're just losing their mind and you're trying to help with the situation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a kid specifically purposely hitting you, which is what happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had always said that if that happened to me, I would file a police report, and I would because that is assault. And I don't care if they're a kid. That's assault, and they should not be allowed to do that. And, unfortunately, there's only so much that school people can do, with these kids who are out of control. And my biggest concern about it is that they are robbing other kids from education. They don't get the education that they
Definitely will.
And you can tell what kind of parents these kids have. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about in relation to out of control kids is out of control parents or parents who defend their out of control children.
Yeah, we have a lot of that. And that's one of the things. I'm sorry, but I'm a parent too. I have 3 kids myself. I was never a perfect parent, but at the same time, you have to discipline your children. If you don't, then they're just going to keep doing what they're doing, because there's no consequences. And the thing is, you're not helping them at all by thinking, oh, if I get onto them, they're going to be mad at me. So what? They'll be mad at you. They'll get over it. That's what your job is to do. But when you don't do anything and there's no kind of discipline and no, consequences for your actions, then they're going to continue to do it. And what are these kids going to do? They're going to grow up to be adults who continue to do this kind of behavior because they think it's okay, and then they're going to end up in jail or worse, dead.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand this world we live in where you come up to defend your child for their bad behavior.
Right.
And you want to say, well, other kids were doing it too, or other kids were doing worse things. It doesn't matter what other people were doing. If you're shoplifting and you're like, well, everyone else was shoplifting, that doesn't matter. You were shoplifting. You got caught. You shouldn't have done it. And I just think we're teaching our kids, really bad things when we stick up for them for their bad behavior.
Or when we don't do anything at all.
Yeah. What do you think about this? What do you think about out of control kids or out of control parents too, who just won't take care of their kids the way they're supposed to? We'd love to hear what you think about it. And until next time, keep it sweet.
Keep it salty.
Bye.